Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is a makeup for glasses tutorial. So I've come on with my glasses, even though I know there's going to be a lot of reflection on my glasses, so I'm just going to take them off so that we can see each other. I have so much to share today that I don't even want to spend time like talking here in the beginning. So let's just go ahead and get started. So I have quickly done my brows off camera. There's usually not much I do anymore because they are microbladed, but I actually asked you guys on Instagram, and I know I say actually a lot, whether you had any tips for people who wear makeup and they wear glasses. And you guys said when it comes to eyebrows, you really have to make sure that your brows are really defined, because when you wear glasses, your eyebrows kind of tend to stand out. Let's confirm. Yes, so like when you have your glasses on, your brows will definitely stand out, so you need to take time on them to define them. Another tip I have for you actually is to set your eyebrows with either a brow gel, or if you don't have brow gel, you could always use Vaseline and a spoolie. This is just the Nini for mascara. You can get from an old mascara wand, old mascara tin, wash it and then use it to be setting your brows. Reason being that sometimes, I don't know, your glasses can end up rubbing on your eyebrows, you know, like maybe when you're removing them or putting them up or whatever. So you don't want them to just look disheveled. So when you set them, then you're sure that they will stay in place. Okay guys, now let's get into the eyes. I have a lot of nyama, a lot of meat when it comes to the eyes, because I feel like when you're wearing glasses, the eyes, eyeshadow, eyeliner can be like a tricky area. So I'm really gonna get into it. I really did my research. I watched several videos, and some of them I will actually link down below in case you want to watch the original. But more than that is that I tried each and every single thing that I'm going to be talking about or showing you guys here today. Now, when it comes to wearing glasses, sometimes your glasses can either make your eyes look bigger or they can make your eyes look smaller, depending on what your glasses are doing for you, like if you're long-sighted or if you're short-sighted. So I'm going to do on each eye something different to show you what you can do to look your best if you're long-sighted, and what you can do for your eyes to look their best if you are short-sighted. Now, if you don't know the effect that your glasses is having on your eyes, then you could always just wear them and just compare the difference with or without. If you're a little bit blind, then you can ask like someone to tell you whether they make your eyes look bigger or whether they make your eyes look smaller. Once you know that, then you can know like how to play around with your eyeshadow. So we're gonna do this eye for long-sightedness and this eye for short-sightedness. So when it comes to long-sightedness, your glasses tend to make your eyes look bigger. So if you have big eyes, then you don't want to look like an emoji and have your eyes just look all the way big, like way big and just off. So you want to try and make your eyes look a little bit smaller, so that when you put on your glasses, they look, I guess now, how they look without the glasses. So dark colors tend to make things look smaller or slimmer. I think even in fashion, we know that's the case. If you wear black, black slims you. If you wear light colors or brighter colors, they make you appear bigger than you actually are. So if you have glasses that are making your eyes look bigger and you don't want that, then you want to really use quite a bit of dark, many dark eyeshadows or many dark colors, let me say. So you want to go in with dark eyeliner, you want to go in with your smoky eyes, just to make your eyes look smaller, such that when you do put on your glasses, they don't look over the top big. So I'm keeping it simple. I'm going in with a transition shade, and then after that I am going to go in with a deeper brown on the outer corner of my eye. I'm also going to deepen up the outer corner, the outer V, with just a darker, much darker brown, just to really smoke out the corner. Now the next thing I'm going to do is just line my waterline with a black eye pencil. You could either go with black, you could go with gray, you could go with dark brown, just anything dark, because like I said, something dark colors will make your eyes look smaller. So now we are going to get into people who wear glasses to correct their short-sightedness, which basically means that your eyes are made to look smaller than they actually are. So if you don't want that, then the aim is to make your eyes look bigger so that when you wear your glasses they don't look smaller. And the way to do that is to use lighter colors, especially close to your waterline. Lighter colors just make things appear much bigger than they actually are. So I'm simply going in with two shades, a light brown, just a little bit deeper than my skin tone. I don't want to go dark because I want my eyes to look. I went in with something that has a little bit of shimmer. And now the next tip for people who have short-sighted glasses or glasses that make your eyes look smaller and you want to make your eyes appear bigger is to put a nude or a white liner on your lower lash line. Now I didn't have a white or nude liner, so I just used a concealer to line my lower lash line. It worked just fine. This will just help to really open up the eye, which is what you want. Now let me also mention that if you're long-sighted, then your eyes don't just look bigger, but everything you've done on your eye is really magnified. So you have to take your time to blend, because people are more likely to see mistakes you've made in your eyeshadow because of your glasses. So you need to take your time. Also, when it comes to your eyebrows, if you haven't trimmed your eyebrows, when you wear your glasses, they just look worse than they just look more unkempt than they actually are. So you have to really be keen on everything you do around your eye, because it's really put into focus with the glasses that you wear. The next thing is lashes. I feel like lashes can become so tricky when you're wearing glasses, and this one I have tried over and over to just wear my flamboyant long out there lashes, and it just doesn't work. It's so uncomfortable. But a trick for you is, if you want to wear false lashes, then try and get lashes that are more curled. So the style is a more curled style, because they'll curl up like this, and then they won't like keep hitting your lenses and get uncomfortable for you. And also just go for shorter lashes as opposed to those like over the top long lashes, because it'll just be way more comfortable for you. And then going into mascara, let me start with this side, which is the one we're trying to make the eye look smaller. I think it's important that you really take time to make sure your mascara doesn't come out clumpy, because like I said, there's a lot of, like, your eyes are really put into focus. So if your mascara looks clumpy, then that will be very obvious to everyone. So I think you should go for mascara ones that are nice and thin and can be able to really target each and every single lash. For the other eye, where your glasses tend to make your eyes look smaller, you could really get away with any kind of mascara, really. So something that volumizes, something that will give your lashes lift so that your eyes look bigger is what you want to go for. So a thick wand, I think, will really do your lashes justice. Let's get into the face. The first thing is, I'm looking for my primer and foundation. Now if you're wearing specs, there are some points on your face where your glasses will definitely rest, usually here, the bridge of the nose, and then also on the sides, depending on how your glasses are, how thick they are, whatever, but they're gonna rest on the sides of your face, and also sometimes even down here. So I suggest you use a mattifying primer if you can get your hands on one, and a mattifying a mattifying foundation, just because when you use mattifying primers, mattifying foundations, and your makeup is matte, then it's much harder for your glasses to smudge your makeup. Now if you have oily skin, then you can go matte all the way, but if you have dry skin and you wear glasses, then what you can do is get a mattifying foundation, but then to balance it out, you pair it with a hydrating primer so that like it doesn't completely dry out your skin. So on the nose and anywhere, just anywhere where I feel like the glasses could rest, I am putting my mattifying primer. For my foundation, I am going in with a matte foundation. Let's talk about the foundation though. You need to use a foundation that is lightweight. You want something, if you want coverage, you can still get foundations that are very lightweight, very breathable. And then you also want to just go in very lightly with it. Don't overdo the layers, because the more layers you put on of foundation, naturally if something rests on something thick, then it will smudge. So if your glasses are resting on layers upon layers of foundation, then it's definitely going to smudge. If you want to put more product on your face, like I don't know, you want extra coverage, then you can do that, but in the areas where your glasses are going to rest, try and go really easy on the product. The foundation is on. I've gone really light in this area, very light in this area. I've done literally the most sheer layer, and also around this area where sometimes the glasses could just sit there. So now I'm gonna go in with concealer again, quite lightly. I'm actually just gonna put concealer here at the beginning of the under eye and then blend it outwards so that I don't get too much coverage, it's not too thick, and that way it won't smudge. So now I'm gonna set that concealer with a setting powder. You really don't want your concealer to crease, especially if you wear glasses that really put everything into focus and your concealer is creased. You don't want that. So make sure to set it so that it doesn't move and it doesn't crease. Now another tip I got from you guys was to set this area where your glasses are going to rest. Basically the bridge, where are my glasses? Basically the bridge of the nose. To set it, even all this area here, is to set that with some powder just so that you don't get the smudges. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm also going to set the sides. Okay, now I'm also just gonna set the rest of my face with a powder. Like I said, you really want to mattify, because when your face is mattified, it's much harder for anything to smudge. The last tip I have for you guys has to do with highlighter and blush, and it is that you try and use your glasses to guide where you're going to put your highlighter. Where is my highlighter? So with your glasses off, you might just go ahead and put highlighter here, and then when you wear your glasses, it's like being covered. But if you wear your glasses and then use them to try and see where highlighter would look really good and not be covered, then that's the way to go. So for me, there is good, not being covered. There's no need to put highlighter on the bridge of the nose because it's covered. Same actually goes with blush, although I don't think anyone would really put their blush so high, but just try, just in case, you never know. So again, with your glasses on, get to know where your blush, it may end up being a little bit lower than you would without, because without my glasses I'll probably put it right up there on the apples on my cheeks, but with my glasses on I'll go a little bit below where I would have put the blush. Okay, and now for the final tip, actually has to do with adding some cotton wool to your glasses. So you know, sometimes during the day your glasses could end up sliding because your foundation might get oily, so they keep sliding down and you have to keep adjusting them. A good way to avoid having to do that is to take some cotton wool, or you could use cotton pads and cut into little tiny pieces that can actually go onto the area of the glasses that you put on the bridge of your nose. They'll end up being pretty tiny pieces, and usually I just stick that with my eyelash glue, because eyelash glue comes off very easily. So I'm not sure if you guys can see the cotton wool in there. Well, realistically you shouldn't, because when I put them on, people shouldn't be able to see that I've put cotton wool, but it's even nice and like cushiony, and then it'll absorb any oil that gets onto the foundation around this area. Your glasses won't slide down, and on top of that it won't smudge this area, which is awesome. Okay guys, so that's a wrap on my end, but please comment down below with additional tips you might have, or a tip that you've learned today that you feel is just like wow. I really took time to research. That's why I didn't do this video immediately I got my glasses. And on that note, I got my glasses from Urban Tortoise, which is a place I thought would be really expensive, but it ended up not being expensive. And I got a code for you guys. I don't even know if you guys use it. You'll get 10% off your purchase just by using my discount code, which is my name. So if you go in, buy your glasses, and then when you're checking out, say Joanna sent me, you will get yourself 10% off. And they have frames ranging from 2,500. Really cute frames. So guys, go save your money and get yourself a pair. Thanks guys for watching. Bye.